All right, I'm back with another hieroglyph. This one's probably pretty obvious that it's a snake, but how was it used in ancient Egyptian? We'll get into that in just a moment. Welcome to Voices of Ancient Egypt. If you're new here, I'd love it if you'd hit subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss future videos like this one. Okay, so this is interpreted as a cobra, specifically as a snake, but how was it used in ancient Egyptian? This was used for a sound sort of similar to our letter D, but a little different, almost like a cross between a D and a J, or what you could call a light G sound, so a J. And some have interpreted this as being more of a DY combination, like a J, J. But this, for English speakers, is very hard to distinguish from a J, J. And so, generally speaking, English speakers pronounce it like J, just like a straight up J or soft G, J sound. So this occurs, of course, in many, many words. Since it is a one consonant sign, it's extremely versatile. So a couple places where you'll see it is like in the word jer, which means since, or in the word jet, which you'll see a lot, because jet is a word for time. Now, in ancient Egyptian thought, they had two concepts for time. This is one of them. This is what we might refer to as linear time, very similar to our modern Western idea of time in terms of one event happens after another, and there's a sort of general progression. So you'll see this sometimes translated as forever or something like that. A more nuanced translation would probably be enduring or enduringly, or as time, depending on the context, or linear time. And the reason to distinguish this is because the ancient Egyptians also had a concept of secular time. That is, things that happened on a regular pattern over and over again. And it's not so nice to sort of translate these words as exactly the same thing because they don't mean exactly the same thing. So this is why we've gotten into more nuanced translations of saying things like enduringly instead of forever with this one. Although you'll still see translations of forever when you see this word showing up, for example, after a king's name, saying living forever or something like that. But we usually these days go with living enduringly. All right, so that's for this sign today. It's one I didn't mention before, but in Egyptologists call it second D. That has this underline here. And it has all those pronunciations we talked about before. All right, I'll be back with another hieroglyph and ones that incorporate this sound again soon.